And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. GA, it's...
Hey, Kevin. Ja Morant put the league on notice.
Thank you, David. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Drummond. Levine is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Cousins in at the four-man position. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant now in at the guard spots. And it's Winslow in at the three slot. Now here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now here's Cousins. Thompson for three. Rebounded by Jackson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Here's Levine. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Clarkson. The shot misses. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And the second chance effort by Jackson.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And it's good, 2 points.
What body control from Zach LaVine. Terrific at keeping his composure even while under pressure.
Here's Allen. Basket counts. The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Clarkson passes to Thompson. Here's the three. Drills it from outside.
You can count on this from Klay. He will stretch you from distance.
The pass to Allen. From deep. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Allen's got 7.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be payback. Levine matching threes and making plays.
Morant against Clarkson. Lays it up off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Clarkson dishes to Cousins. Thompson outside. And Drummond kicks to Cousins. Launches it. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. A finish, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Thompson finds Drummond. Now Clarkson, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The shot by Thompson, no good. There's Winslow. They get it again. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Cousins. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Greg, at the beginning of every season, we love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
The balance between East and West after years of being dominated by the West is starting to even out some.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 14-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Hands with the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Morant. Bulls trail by 16. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And don't kid yourself about Cousins. He has the ability to see the whole floor, and he's willing to share the wealth.
Now here's Allen. He's got 14. Out to Brooks. Clark, the pass to Allen. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
On the wing, Levine. Thompson outside. No good from outside. Memphis leading by 16. Over in the corner, Allen. That doesn't go either for Allen.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
Hey, Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feel it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers and big possessions now.
Corky Dangs checked in for the Grizzlies. John Morant comes in for Grayson Allen, and he makes that one.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Now, here's Thompson. 29 points for him last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Nice touch from Thompson there. If the defense does not crowd him, it's over.
Clark inside. Cousins is there.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Morant looking around. Passes it to Jang. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Cousins coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Up in his playmaking skills, when LaVine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Here's Brooks, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brooks has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Thompson from long range gets the three-pointer to fall.
Give the defense credit. They tried to take away Thompson's airspace, but we know he has the quick trigger.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And LaVine puts up a deep three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Brandon Clark is out there with Jang, and it's Anderson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now."
Sure is, DA. Thank you.
And for everything this guy gives you on offense, Thompson has finally gotten his due as a defensive stopper.
GA, I don't think he still gets his due. He's still underrated in my opinion. Yes, he made the all-defensive team in 2019. In addition to his offensive responsibilities, he has to guard the opponent's best scorer.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Levine. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Clarkson finds Cousins. Brooks grabs the board.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Bulls trail by 9. Thompson passes to Clarkson. To the middle. Here's Cousins. And the rejection by Jackson.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
On the wing, Levine. Sinks the triple. Levine's got 14 points.
This is what Zach LaVine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
Jackson misses. Chicago's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. We've got a second, so we'll bring up a list of shooting guards that have been red hot at the free throw line over the past month. Second is Zach LaVine. Third is Jordan Clarkson. The Bulls have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
What's impressive about Klay Thompson, yes, he is one of the Splash Brothers, but that doesn't mean he has to score to be effective.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for Memphis.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And the rejection by Cousins. Count it.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Thompson, high post. Pass to Drummond. It's not going to go for him. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Here's Jackson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Grayson Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bulls trail by 9. And there's the pass to Clarkson. And Drummond kicks to Clarkson. They grab their own miss. And Drummond throws it down.
Multi-time NBA rebound leader. Might want to think about putting a body on Drummond.
For Memphis, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Rebounded by Clarkson. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. It's Allen on the wing. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Clarkson, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
You have to remember, Thompson's grown up in a system where sharing the ball is emphasized.
The Bulls have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Memphis leading. Morant outside. Pass to Valanciunas. The fadeaway. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
But they'll get another chance. And here's Valanciunas. 14 points from him the last game against Miami.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass. Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Thompson outside. And they double up Cousins. Thompson passes to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
The question for Zach Levine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
are truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Valanciunas, good.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint, and on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
Pass to Drummond. Now here's Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Here's Clarkson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6", it's going to be hard to get it over him.
Clarkson against Anderson. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. That one goes in.
This is the capability Zach Levine has. Can score on all 3 levels.
Allen surveying the D. Pass to Valanciunas. Good D by Drummond. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Charlotte.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Justice Winslow. Now here's Cousins. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing.
Yes. And that's just showing off. DeMarcus with the creativity plus the thunderous force.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Brooks up on top. Over Drummond. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Misses from short range. Memphis has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Levine, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And the second free throw, good.
Zach LaVine has all the physical tools and a skill set with an incredible high ceiling.
And stolen by Jang. Allen passes to Clark. Yep, it counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we...
Thanks, Skip.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, it was a fast pace for Memphis at the outset. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent possessions. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now, they've got Levine. Thompson is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Drummond in at the 5, home in the paint. And he makes both free throws. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. A floater, and it's sent back by Drummond. Inside, here's Levine, and he goes big with the dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Over in the corner, Allen. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Allen's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
And Cousins kicks to Clarkson. They get it back. Tries again. Cousins, no good. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. At one point, they led by 16. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Bulls moving the ball around. Back to Clarkson. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Clarkson's got 11 points.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
To the wing right side. And Cousins kicks to Levine. The good-looking shot from the wing. And that's now 27 points for Zach LaVine.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And that one's good, Morant.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. On the wing, Levine. Levine double team. And then Cousins with the dunk.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Allen passes to Winslow. Back to Allen. All sorts of time. Chicago grabs the miss. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Thompson kicks to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Thompson for the triple. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got his 5th assist in this one. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Allen outside. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Allen's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Drummond, and the layup's good off the glass.
Timeout.
Drummond's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And it's sent back by Drummond. Clarkson against Morant. Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 11. Back to Thompson. Clarkson passes to Drummond. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Clark, the pass to Brooks. Down low, Tillman. He can't get that one. Nice D from Cousins. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Levine. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Chicago. They lead by 4. And Cousins kicks to Drummond. Banked in off the glass. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
Andre Drummond absorbs a ton of hits, has the strength to finish through contact.
Poked loose and stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them. He throw good, Levine. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. 3rd is Andre Drummond.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Here's Morant. The teardrop falls in. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Thompson passes to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Bulls.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
You see the acceleration of Levine on the dribble drive. That's hard to contain.
Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Anderson passes to Jang. Over Levine and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Jang's got his first 2 points of the night. And Levine, here we go. And he drops in the way up off the glass. Levine's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls. Morant passes to Anderson. Here's Jang. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
First one falls for him. Grayson Allen's checked in for Memphis. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Levine, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Memphis. He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8. And so Levine nails both of them.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Tipped away. Stolen by Clarkson. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Misses. And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for Chicago. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping it. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball moving. Extra pass, attack, pass, and play, okay?
Billy Donovan enjoying the activity his team is showing, the motion of his offense. Just wants to see more of it.
Yeah, they're working together well. The key now is to try to do it consistently throughout the rest of this evening.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Justice Winslow. Then there's Allen. And it's Jang in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up. You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Clarkson. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Jang finds Winslow. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
There's a certain attitude to Winslow's style of play, conducive to getting to the line.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gordy Dang. And it's Jackson in for Clark.
I love the energy and effort Winslow brings to the court. If he continues to play hard, I think he'll be around for a long time.
Clarkson taking his time here. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Winslow's running. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. And another miss by Memphis.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Memphis called for the foul. And he makes the first. And so Levine nails both of them. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Left side Jackson.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Drummond is doubled. He dishes it to Cousins. Back to Drummond. It's stolen by Valanciunas. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. And the shot goes down. Allen's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Chicago calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Morant, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Drummond. Ilyasova comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Green, he's checked in for Thompson. Young is subbed in for Levine. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Now the pass to Ilyasova. Young outside. Pass to Ilyasova. 6 on the shot clock. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nobody near Allen. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside, Green. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Ilyasova kicks to Green. And again, Chicago, no good. To the paint, here's Morant. Nice pass, running to the rack perfectly for the layup.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Clarkson passes to Carter. Outside, Green. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Jackson over Ilyasova. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Chicago calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The first one falls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Jackson hits both of them. Now Clarkson. On the wing, Levine. Levine double team. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Morant's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
Locked and loaded, Winslow with the steady hand as this game heats up.
Cousins, the pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
In attack mode, Drummond getting aggressive as the game heats up.
Here's Morant. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense. And while they have the lead, they're not doing nearly as much work on the offensive boards as they did in that first half.
Kick out to Levine. Back to Drummond. Passes it to Cousins. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 5 on the clock. And Thompson puts up a deep three. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Morant pushes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant outside. And the shot is good. Morant's got 12 points here in the second half.
How about the touch on the floater? John Morant making it look too easy.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Levine throws it down.
So smooth in the air. It's like Zach LaVine floats up, then drops the hammer.
Memphis has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Levine nails both of them.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Allen outside. It's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Here's Morant. To the inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
That was just a cold-blooded play there from Valanciunas. Not fazed at all by the situation.
To the middle, Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Wow, this shows the confidence the team has in Andre and the improved confidence he has in himself.
Here's Valanciunas. Good.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Levine nails both of them.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? They're focused right now. Every possession has to yield points.
Morant against Cousins. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
There's 14 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Offensive rebound. Here's Drummond. It drops.
That's what 7 feet 280 will do for you. Takes the hit and keeps right on going.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. The second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Levine. From deep three-point range. That shot missing. And so the Grizzlies take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Chance